Hi guys, this is Namkraftvn. We're going to be watching the 6th set in the encounter between Soulkey and Light. This is part of ASL Season 18 aka ASL Season 1 or Autumn. This is going to be quarterfinal number 2. It's kind of a nice series of games so far. Soulkey 3, Light 2. We are at the verge of seeing Light getting knocked out of this, this tournament here. Soulkey has been doing really well for himself, and Light is of course just a tick a little bit less in skill level, but it's still a good I think a good decent showsmanship or whatever skillsmanship between these two players. All right, what do we have going up for us here? This is gonna be the map Minstrel. I kind of like this map a lot, guys, because this map has a lot of lanes. It's got a lot of weird, mineral locations. That makes a very fun games, trying to maneuver around. Of course, as a Protons player, I really like to see the shuttle play on this map. But for TVZ, I think dropship would be a potential, game deciding factor here. But we shall see, because for the time it looks like both players are gonna be going off of a very standard build. Soulkey is gonna expand with a 12 hatchery. He's scouting first though. He wanna make sure that he finds that barracks. He's leading, so he actually can afford to make a couple of mistakes here, and he's gonna have a chance to play. I want Light to win this game because I want to see these guys duking it out on Monty Hall. That game on Monty Hall is gonna be freaking insane. I don't know what kind of build each of these players prepare, but we will, you have to be prepared for some base raids. I goddamn swear that's gonna be some insane base raid on Monty Hall if the game gets to that, get to that set. But anyways, for the time, this single drone is gonna be very annoying as heck. Akbar Allah, help me with this. Not allowed to, say the Lord's name in vain anymore. Alright, looks like 12 hatchery is gonna come down and the game is gonna stay live. So, how have you enjoyed the game so far? Who are you cheering for? And what are your predictions for next week's matches? We have Rain versus, who? Rain versus a Terran player, right? Rain versus Rush. That's, oh my god, Rush, ASL Season 18 Champion Rush. That is not his nick anymore. I think he just calls himself Rush now. He will not change it to SSL 24 Autumn Champion Rush. He doesn't do that because it's not sway. I just recently learned the word sway. Sway, S-W-A-Y, right? Sway. Was it sway or slay? Maybe slay, S-L-A-Y. Do you know what this word means? Because the people in my country, the young people in my communist nation, have started to use this word. You are so slay, or maybe you're so. What is the word? Let me look it up. Is it sway or slay? Because these are one of those new words that these young kids around the block are using, and have not yet caught up with the time, guys. Anyways, what's happening now? Looks like this drone is gonna come out and chase away some marine. He will want to see the expansion. He doesn't see the expansion. Very close to dying, but at the last minute, it's still safe. Behind this, we do have an expansion, so this game is gonna be standard. Oh my god, Soulkey's gone for the sunken because he could not confirm the expansion. He thinks that it's gonna be vultures behind this, but there is gonna be 0 vultures coming out, so that's gonna be something interesting for us to see here. Behind this, we will have bio. So Soulkey wasted some time, so I guess this will benefit Light, which will benefit us, because we want to see a lot of long games going on this map here. Which looks like we're going to be having, or it's the commands that are almost completed now. Uploads in nice location to spot I think. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted because, like I told you, I'm busy writing the metadata for the previous game in the series. Looks like we're going to be having a drone, getting ready to put down the spire now. Behind this, SV is going to get transferred to us anyway. So we were looking very standard to these games. And let me just quickly press the publish button for that video that I've just recently uploaded. The spy goes up so that I can actually dedicate myself to this game here. Let me just quickly show you the map stats. So this map was picked by Light. So he must have good reasons for it. 49.4% win rate only. I guess all of the maps in this map pool is slightly more Terran favored, right? As you can see, only Minstrel and Dominator is Zerg flavored. Kickback is evened. The other 4 maps are a little bit towards Terran. So that, despite that, Soulkey has been winning. I mean, he just wins against everybody, regardless of what map you pick. So that just really speaks to his caliber as a player. We have the third hatchery comes down now. So let me just quickly look up that word. I want to quickly show you because I think it's important. Sway. No, it's not sway. Sway is to move a swing from side to side. While slay is to kill or murder. I mean, these are the grandpa definitions, man. Sway is to move a swing side by side, while slay is to murder. This is not the word. What is the word I'm looking for? Hold on. Slay. Okay, slay means to defeat or to make somebody, you know, intoxicated with you or to kill them. But it is being used by the young people to describe someone who is impressive, who's attractive, and who has a kind of a, you know, a vibe basically. So when you see a girl who's dressed very classically, beautiful, young, hot, sexy, whatever, you can call them slay. You're so slay. Okay, who knows this word, guys? If you know this word, you have a very active social and possibly sexual life. If you don't, you're like me. You're like a, you know, you are one of those bookworm or internet addict or computer nerd or whatever, and the only thing that you do is the things you do inside your man cave, and no one else is allowed to go there. Anyways, we're just gonna try to attack now, and Soulkey is looking like what? He wants to do a bit of pressure. He's got 5 pitches. Looks like this turret is not allowed to complete. This is gonna be a slight problem here for Light, and Soulkey's gonna press on. SCV is late to the scene. Zerg is attacking. Medic Marines are gonna move across the map. This is gonna be once again a base trade. Anything that comes out of these fight. Oh my God, Light is returning. He's returning. I don't like this in hesitation. Either attack or just return from the beginning. And looks like Zergling's attacking the turrets now. Medic Marines are going to try to get on high ground, and this was just unnecessarily complicating the situation a little bit here for Light. It looks like Soulkey has gained some slight advantage because of that. Anyways, it's fine. Finally, the Zergling's going to die, and we need to have a bunker. Yeah, I think you always need to make a bunker. You always need to meet a bunker. You always need to make a bunker because bunkers is really helpful in these kind of scenarios where you have some, you know, potential for Zergling backstab and stuff like that. But anyways, I think Light has just I don't like Light's positioned so far, to be honest. So we shall see if Soulkey's gonna be able to actually just capitalize on his you know, advantage so far. He's making a lot of Zerglings, and Light is forced to go on the high ground to defend against Mitches, and this is gonna allow chances for the counterattack on the ground here. We do have a sunken in the front, but keep in mind that the opening is really wide. There's a wide opening. Mitches don't have the plus one upgrade. Just looks like Soulkey's gonna try to go in. He's got 9 Mitches gonna try to attack here, but the second turret is gonna complete now. So Light might be holding for some time. Wow, Soulkey is making massive Mitches. He's making only Mitches, and I mean, we need to actually think about the timing of the starport as well, because when the Zerg player overinvests in mutualists, that might be, you know, it's like that Dutch disease, right? When you overinvest in something and that something doesn't turn out you know, in favor of your expectation, and you just could be losing a lot of like money and time and effort. But you know, Dutch disease is an economical term coined after the Dutch gold, or what is it, oil rush in the 1970s, where they found some oil reserves outside of, I think, the coastal areas of the Hollands, right, of the Netherlands, and then a lot of companies and people were, you know, investing their time and money to actually set up the oil rigs and invest in the technology to actually you know, to extract the oil faster, more efficiently, and all of a sudden we have an oil price crash and everybody just go home. Everybody goes home and everyone is unemployed and broke and just completely devastated the economy of the Netherlands. So that is something that we nowadays economy is called the Dutch disease. So that's exactly something that is also happening with the mutuals. If you invest in the mutuals, what happens if the prices of the mutuals fall? You will not be able to sell them in the market. They will just become dead weight. So that's exactly what you need to consider when you're investing in any kind of assets, whether it be mutualists or hydras or lurkers or marines or whatever. But if you invest in namcraft, that will have value forever, because namcraft is I mean, namcraft is not thing in the market. There's no substitute for namcraft. There's nothing like namcraft. And you will always be able to actually gain some value from investing in Namcraft. And it's actually, there's gonna be a Valkyrie in his life there. And Namcraft, I mean, you know about FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. If you don't invest in Namcraft now, you will be missing out on huge deals. So that's what you think about. And if you want to do that, you can click the subscribe button. No, don't click the subscribe button. Click the buy button now. Then for 900. Okay, what's happening? Looks like Light's gonna be losing here. Light, what's happening? He's lost his supply all of a sudden because I was advertising about Namcraft, and now he's gonna be falling fast in supply. He's lost a lot of Psy. 70 supply for Soulkey and 40 for Light. What is Light's reaction? He knows he's lost the game. He knows he's lost the game. GG from Light. I don't even understand what happened there, but Soulkey has won the game. Bye bye coffee. Bye bye. And one Terran, very nice people in the crowd. Finally, some faces that don't look like anime characters, like real people, flesh and bone. Recently I've been following this AI beauty pageant contest. Basically, it's like people generate fake girls using AI, and they are pitched together in a beauty contest. And surprisingly, the winners, should I say maybe the winner, because there's just only one winner, right? Is a girl that kind of looks like a real person. She doesn't have like 100% perfect features, straight nose and whatever, right? She's got some freckles, some pimples. Her hair is kind of slightly curly. She's not super white. She's kind of dark-ish skinned, and she's got some character. So I think what I want to say is that as we evolve into a superior species, not that we're not superior already, but more superior, our sense and our taste of beauty and goodness and satisfaction will change, right? And about the fashion theory, where things just come in and out of fashion, the vogue, right? So sometimes things that in the past are out of fashion will eventually come back into fashion, because it is a never-ending cycle of fighting against the common or rage against the machine. If you're a rock fan like me, then that's the way you look at it. Which, speaking of, recently I saw a weird video. You can try to look for it on YouTube. It's like a bunch of cockroaches playing a freaking metal song, and of course the video is generated by AI, the music is generated by AI, everything else, and one of the top comments says, "Raid against the machine." I don't know if you know that joke, but raid is that spray, right? That you used to use to kill cockroaches. Excuse me. So raid against the machine is the top comment, and I find it really funny. But anyways, back to the question of what constitutes fashion, right? So things come in and out of fashion. For example, 20 years ago when I was a kid, people used to have baggy pants and long hair parted in the middle of your forehead. Who remembers that? Are those your days? Where you have those kind of long hair that kind of mimics the fashion of bands like Boyzone and the Moffats. Like, who listens to the Moffats? And Backstreet Boys, of course, to some extent. And who else is in that group? I don't know. Backstreet Boys, Boyzone, the Moffats, Aaron Carter. Yeah, Aaron Carter. Who remembers Aaron Carter, the kid? What happened to him? I don't know. So and at that time, tight jeans used to be just called gay. If you wore tight jeans, you would just call yourself gay. And then 10 years later, people who dressed up like the Moffats and Boyzone and Aaron Carter are called, I don't know what they're called, maybe just like lost or something, just like kids from the old days, right? And people start to wear tight jeans again, and showing your tight muscles and buttocks becomes the new normal. So just like that, the sense, our definitions of beauty will change over time. Just like in the Greek antiquity, having fat is a good sign, and having a small penis means you're powerful or good or whatever, or beautiful, right? And then fast forward 2000 years later, having a long and large well-rounded penis is the ultimate sign of manhood, right? And having a slim woman body is you know, basically the epiphany of women beautiful. So things will change and things will come back over time. So I guess the lesson I want to tell you guys is never get fixated on some definitions or some standards of values, because everything is up for granted. In my country, people worshipped ancestors. You know, people would put them on the altar and give them offerings, and I am not such a fan of that, because I have not grown up in my country for I kind of lived overseas for a couple of years. So when I come back and I ask myself, why do I need to kind of put my grandfather's or grandfather's you know, photo on an altar and give him some incense? I don't really understand. Once you die, you're dead, you know. But I understand that I need to keep with the culture. I need to kind of satisfy all of the other guys, all of the other family members, right? So, but it doesn't really have any meaning. You know, whether you are Christian or, you know, Buddhist or Hindu or whatever, those are just man-made rules. And things will change. Things will change in the future. And if you know about the theory of singularity, eventually all humans and cyboids, what's the word? Cyberoid, or what is the word? What is the word here? Cyber. I'm not talking about cybernetics core for sure. I'm talking about the real thing in real life. Cyberoid. Or I'm cyborg. Yeah, that's the word. Oh my freaking god, cyborgs. Yeah, humans and cyborgs will merge. We will have prosthetic everything, even from eyes, ears, and heart. And eventually, we don't need a body anymore, because we will just use someone else's body or build our own bodies. But anyways, when that happens, humans will merge into one single existence. Everyone will share the same consciousness as humanity, you know, evolve. And you know, what is it? The NVIDIA chips become so powerful that you don't need space. You don't need space to have memory and processing power. Everything can get run in a single nanometers worth of space, right? So there's no need to have a face. There's no need to have a body or hands or arms. There's no need to do anything. Everything will be done. Everything will be tackled at the quantum mechanics, quantum computer level, qubits that they call it nowadays. And so there's no need to exist as different entities. Everyone would merge to the same being with the super consciousness. All humans and cockroaches alike will be in one single consciousness, and nothing matters anymore. Nothing matters anymore. And in the words of Dr. Manhattan from what is that thing? Watchmen. If you ever watched that TV series, or if you ever oh my God, what's happening here? That movie. Then you will know that, you know, the only thing that matters is what will happen to the universe. It's that grand scheme of things. But anyways, back to this game.